Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Sports Talk here, and today I'm coming back to you guys with an episode of the GBA Season 9 Pickem crew, and I am not alone.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Garchum the God, and I'm finally here for Pickem's video.
It's been a little bit. Media has not been nice to us. Adobe Premiere was not nice to me last week. I literally had everything rendered out, and I listened to it back. I'm like, wait, why is my audio looping? It looped itself over halfway through the video, so I'm very sorry for that, guys. But we are here this week, so let's get a good Pickem's recording in. Hopefully, you guys are hearing this.
Man.
Man.
Let's hope so.
Alrighty, so let's jump into last week's games, and what happened was, interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely did not go the way I wanted it to.
Well,
but
we
digress.
There's some surprises. There's a few surprises.
Yeah, just one or two. The main thing was Stromful being a goat and picking the San Diego Chim Chargers over the Durham Dragons, which no one else got. So kudos to him. Everyone got the Borussia game and the New York Noibats game, so good on everyone there. Austin, you ended up picking Tup. Good job for you.
Yes, I had to pick Tup. He threatened me with a crotch chop if I didn't.
A cross chop?
No, not cross chop.
Not
to be confused with the fighting type move. It was more of a crotch chop, I believe is what he said.
That's a hard yikes.
Yeah, very hard yikes.
Anyway, if you guys would have heard last week's episode, you guys would have said, yeah, I'm going to eat my words. Tup is doing well, and I do enjoy his team, and now I'm eating my words even more.
Mm-hmm. He's now on a roll. He's got 2 games under his belt. He's ready to go for the rest of the season.
We'll see who he plays this week, and then we'll stop and ponder there.
Yeah.
But then you got Jolt beating the Pittsburgh Pichus. Everyone got that right, and I got my lock right, so good on me for that one. Then Melbourne Rotoms beating the Victorian Shadows, which honestly I did not see coming.
I really didn't either. And I believe I read it in the comments of one of the videos. I think it was one of the Power Rankings videos, how Tup and Aaron were both, were 2 bottom-ranked teams last season, and now they're pretty high ranked in the Power Rankings. So that's pretty much the embodiment of improvement there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those two really showing that a new team can really pick up their play style and kind of cater to them. And it looks like Tup actually enjoys playing with Ubers, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then we have the Houston Team Rockets beating up on the Los Angeles Nido Kings, which I was not too fond of.
I can't say that I was very fond either, but,
everyone else got it, so good for them.
I mean, everybody else saw Eveltal and kind of went with that.
And just click the Eveltal button, click the W button. They're the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. That meme of just the dude in the voting stand was sweating. One button picking the team with Eveltal, other one getting a loss.
Yeah, I mean that was a pretty easy decision there.
Yeah. Anyway, and our last game from last week, of course, was the San Jose Sharkpedo versus the Montreal Capzules, which Aster ended up winning. It was a very, very, very good game if you watched Aster's side. At the time of recording, I have not been able to see Tom's side of the video, so I can't really get his opinions on it.
No, but we do encourage you to go check out Aster's side of the video. It was a very good game.
It was a really, really good game. But I digress. So shoutouts last week to Stromful for getting the most picks right. He is 7-1, and let's jump into our next week. So our first game of the week is the Borussia Donfans versus the Melbourne Rotoms. Now that's El Scissor versus Cybertron. So Lars Mega Manectric kind of starts going in after you can get rid of Mammoth Swine on the other side. Like Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Hidden Power Ice, along with like a filler move, can really go to town on Aaron's team. Not to mention the fact that his switch-in to Salazzle is hoping he still has Pex. So those two can really form a nice tandem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And like that filler move that you mentioned on Mega Manectric, definitely is going to be Overheat because, Aaron's got the Aegis Slash right there. But yeah, those 4 moves, once Mammoth Swine's gone, it gives Aaron a really hard time. But like we just spoke about, Aaron's been improving quite a bit since last season. So, plus he's got Rayquaza right there.
Yeah, and Rayquaza and Mega Lopunny can do some serious work. Like, if he gets rid of Conk, Mega Lop can just straight run through.
Yeah.
He does need to be careful of Deoxys' attack, which does outspeed. However, that thing dies to a stiff breeze. Like, it has 20 base HP and 20 base defenses.
It's so frail.
That man dies to a Shuckle quick attack.
But it hits so hard,
Like-
and like, Psycho Boost just gets a kill every single time.
Absolutely. It gets a kill anytime it comes on in this game.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how Cybertron takes his approach. Aaron will be the one taking the Melbourne Rotoms. Everyone else, including you guys at home at the fan Discord, are taking the Borussia Donfan with me and Austin.
Yes. I just think it's very hard to bet against Lars right now. He's playing immaculately.
Yeah, he's playing super, super well, and he's playing on a roll. Our next game is also having another coach who's playing on a roll, Old Man Tup and his Pittsburgh Piratas, versus the Kansas City Draw Chiefs and TTM Jolt. Now, Tup, I'm eating my words. You're doing very well. I'm not picking you this week because I hate your matchup. Like, Mega Aerodactyl is a pain in your side. Dual Stab, Fire Fang, and then whatever move he wants to run can really start to hurt if Milotic's weakened or goes down. He also has a few things to keep Milotic at bay with Breloom, but that's only if he gets more than 2 hits.
Have you seen
However-
Jolt with Breloom though? That boy.
Yeah,
is,
I've seen the memes.
that boy
I've
is the
seen the memes.
Breloom Whisperer.
Whisperer. We timed that.
That
But Skyman can put in some work on Tup's side, as long as he's not locked into like Air Slash versus a Magearna. Because if he's locked into Air Slash versus a Magearna, he gets 2 setups and the game is over. Like, the game is straight over if Magearna sets up twice.
Yeah, I don't even think it's really Magearna that's going to give him the issue. I believe it's going to be the Groudon staring him right in the face.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. So, Jolt, be weary of the frog. It could be the only thing that keeps you from setting up with Magearna and Groudon and winning. Like, you have so many offensive options you could go this league, like Weakness Policy, Shift Gear, Assault Vest, Trick Room, all just for Magearna. And Groudon, you could run whatever the heck you want. Like, all is viable this week. So, like, he has a Magearna, a Scolipede, a Manaphy, a Groudon, a Mega Aerodactyl, a Mew, or Groudon. Like,
Yeah.
Joel just has so many offensive options he can pack in this week that Tup has to prep for so many different things that could run into him that it's going to be super hard and condensed for Tup that he might end up missing one move. So it's going to come down, in my opinion, to if Tup can get the right sets. I mean, that's draft league in general, but still.
I mean, like, I don't know the calc, but Groudon's a pretty hefty boy. I would probably imagine like a Grass Knot from Zeraora would do some big time damage.
Well, I think I have a set over here. Yes, I do. Groudon. Let's take a look. We're just going to calc the basic ones on the Pokemon calculator. Yeah, Grassnot does 76 maximum from Life Orb Zeraora with no special attack investment.
I mean, that's a pretty good chunk. Probably puts it in the range of any water type move from a battle bonded Greninja, even in the sun.
Yeah, and then Precipice Blaze just kills 2.
Well, yeah, but
Kills 2 Zeraoras casually.
He's got a hit though. He's got a hit.
I mean, Earthquake destroys at least 1.5.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's going to be a really, really good game. Honestly, it is my pick for Game of the Week, just because of how I'm really interested to see how Tup can do this. Because if Tup wins this, he honestly could start to steamroll the rest of the league. Because if you look at his schedule, it does not get much harder.
I don't know about Game of the Week, but Tup's gonna have to play pretty much perfectly, I think. Just to even try to win this game.
Yeah, I do think he can win it, but he is going to have to be on top of it. He cannot slip up once, because Jolt is the man that will grab the bull by the horns, get on top, and ride it to victory.
Yeah.
Kind of like he does with Breloom, but that's a different story.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's the Breloom Whisperer. So, and you're not gonna change my mind. That man is the greatest Breloom user of all time.
I mean, I may know something about using a fighting type, but that's a different story for another day. Next up here, we have the New York Empoleon versus the Houston Team Rockets, which is, of course, TTM Goldoa Dragon for the Empoleon versus Randy HLD and the Team Rockets. Now, Goldoa. You have a few soft checks to Evoltol, which is really, really nice, like Spadef Dialga and Pixie Plate Tapu Lele are pretty good brings to this game. And then you realize Porygon 2 laughs at both of you while it sits there and eats glue. Like, It just is so annoying for your team. Infernape has to be the one to deal with it. Otherwise, like, Porygon 2 can literally stall out your entire team. Not to mention that Suicune could stall you out worse than Cooper would have. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, it's... I was talking to Sock before we started recording, and we kind of got looking at Randy's team, and he's got, like, what, like, 2 or 3 super fast things, 1 Yveltal, and then the rest is just fat Mons.
And you have a Mega Latios sitting there at the end, which he got last round.
He got last round Mega Latios. I didn't even realize that till, like, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, like, right as we started recording, I'm like, hey, Austin, you know it's a Mega Latios, right? And he's like, wait, what?
Yeah, I was like, and then he got last round Mega Latios. But that's, the thing is Yveltal, while it's scary, Goldoa can beat it. He's got a few things, namely the Ditto. The Ditto can kind of just copy that Yveltal, and then it's just gonna be speed ties. But if they both keep clicking Oblivion Wing, then it's just kind of whoever, was weaker when they started this.
Or who crits first.
Yeah, that too.
But knowing Goldoa, that's not good for him.
No. But unfortunately for Goldoa, I believe he's only got 2 knockoff users, if I'm correct. Scrafty and Donfans. I believe those are the only 2 knockoff users.
Beedrill also gets it.
Oh, okay. So he's got 3 knockoff users.
He's got 3 knockoff users, so he needs to be weary of it.
Yes.
But, like, yeah. Something, however, I could see being really good in this game from Randy's side is Assault Vest Metagross. Like,
that could work.
It stops Serp. It stops, like, non-choice locked fire move Victini. It helps stop Zapdos and Lele. Like, it can do a lot to help Randy win this game and can really put a thorn in Goldoa's side. So that could be something to watch out for.
I'm pretty sure Metagross beats Superior anyways, but with Assault Vest, it's just going to not even care.
Well, plus 2 HP fire is going to hurt.
True. That is very true.
Once on the switch in, and then once it's there, the Assault Vest keeps it out of the range. Ice Punch is just a goodbye.
I feel like Dragon Dance Scrafty can really help Goldoa in this game as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that could be definitely a... I don't want to call it a win con, but it's kind of like right there, guys.
I wouldn't call it a win con, but it's something to help shift the momentum of the game.
Once he gets the Dragon Dance up, I believe that it can just start claiming lives.
Yeah, it can really break through Randy's team. This could also be a pick for Game of the Week if you're looking at it, but like this is another really good game. We have a lot of good games this week.
Yes, our games this week are very, very good.
All right,
so.
if you're done there, let's move on to our next game, which is the Tennessee Trubbish, which just goes by Deathly I Am, versus the San Jose Sharkpedos by Tom Z1272.
Yes.
Now, Deathly, another week where I get to wish, what if I had this cool non-synergetic team? Like, Kieran White can put in a lot of work as long as you remember to bring HP Fire for Scizor. Like, Scarf Ice Beam does do a lot to Tom until you realize that Mega Lucario comes on in, laughs at you, while you run with your tail behind your legs.
Mega Lucario is just going to laugh at that thing anyways. That's an adaptability, bullet punch. Just going to send Kieran White into the dirt.
It's going to send it to the Shadow Realm, dude.
Yeah, it's... And, like, Tom doesn't care about Shadow Tag. Like, I really don't think he cares too much.
No.
Because a good majority of his team can beat Gothitelle down 1v1.
And the stuff that doesn't, it's, like... only like a couple of mons. Like Mega Lucario is like one of the very few that can't really reliably beat it.
Realistically,
like everything else,
Tom should just let Drapion get trapped. I mean, Gothitelle's just set up fodder for Drapion. So if Tom can get a prediction right and let Drapion get trapped, that's gonna be a free Swords Dance for him, and then Drapion claims a life next turn.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Like, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No, that's completely correct. Like, Drapion, Weavile, Coco, and Lucario are all Tom needs this game. Like, the other 2 monsters are like, what do I want to bring?
Yeah.
Like, Weavile can single-handedly win this game as long as Volcarona goes away.
Well, he needs to get rid of the Tapu Fini as well. But
that Tapu Fini is dead to Coco. That's not, like...
Right, but, like, for Weavile to win, he needs Fini gone, too.
And Volcarona, I would say. But, yeah, otherwise, look at his team, like SD Weavile puts in a metric ton of work. Like Shard, Low Kick, and Knock just destroy this man.
I mean, that's really all he needs. But yeah, I do believe that the matchup is weighed heavily into Tom's favor.
Which is actually both of our locks for this week.
Yes.
But yeah, really, really good game for Tom matchup wise. I want to see Deathly. I want to see what he can put together to try to counter this team, because I'm always interested to see, like, when the stats are against you, like the matchups against you, what can you do to pull yourself through.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go into our 5th game of the week, I believe it is. If I can count today. Yes, 5. I can count. Woo!
So Iowa schooling.
Hey. I'm sorry, Mr. Kansas.
Kansas is better.
Oh, let's not start this. Let's not start this. All right, so next up here we do have the Durham Dragons, coached by 6-foot Trash, a.k.a. Leo, versus the Los Angeles Needle Kings, which is coached by TTM Crobat for the win, a.k.a. Danza.
You know what?
Now,
I'm not going to let you sit there and disrespect my boy Leo like that. Hashtag Burrito Gang is here. We are going to take burritos and the GBA title, and we're just going to ride off into the sunset with him, and you will be left crying.
I don't even know how to remark to that.
Yeah. Leo knows.
Like,
he knows what's up.
I don't think Leo wins the season, though, but that's a story for another day when we see Leo versus Randy in the finals, and Randy actually hits the gunk shot this time.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
Leo, let's start up the counter, boys. The Marshadow counter's back. Now, Marshadow can put up massive numbers, but it puts a massive stop to all but Florges and Palkias on Danza's team. Like, it can find ways around with, like, Poison Jab, Dual Stab, and, like, Rock Slide or something, something to that effect. It can literally get all 6 kills. However, Florges plus Lucha can put dents into Leo's team if Cress or Aloe goes down, one of the two. Mega Metacam is cool, but I think Needle King does more work this game. This can really help pressure Danza's team. It gives a lot better with, like, either a Scarf set or the classic Light for Sheer Force that does really well as well. So that's a couple things that Leo could possibly do.
Yeah, you know, we're all kind of sleeping on the kill leader right now being Darkrai. I mean, Darkrai is just right there.
Yeah, Darkrai is right there because people overprep for Marshadow because it's too good of a goddamn mon.
That's the thing with Leo's team. He's got 2 of the highest tiered Ubers on the same team, and it forces his opponents to prep for one, but they can't do both. I like Leo's team a lot. I really do.
Yeah, Leo has a great team. Now, but if we look at Dan's side of the story, you need to prioritize rocks to break any sashes that might be on his team. Like, Mega Alakazam can do a lot of help this game because it outspeeds Darkrai, it outspeeds Marshadow, and it can just start nuking things with Dazzling Memes and or Psyshock. Like, it does a lot of damage, and Palkia also does a fair bit if Crest gets weakened. Yeah. So, a couple of things that if they happen, like, we'll say, like, if Crest goes down, Palkia can come on and start making dents for Mega Alakazam to win in the late game after a Calm Mind. Like, there is a lot of ways Danza can win this, but there's so specific scenarios that I'm going to pick Leo, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Leo as well. It's just, Danza doesn't have a lot to deal with, you know, a good majority of Leo's team. A good majority of Leo's team hits so hard that it's just incredibly hard to switch into. I feel like Genesect can be, you know, a pretty good mon in this, but, you know, the Comfy is right there. It's probably going to have HP Fire, and it's Comfy
That's
the
my
God.
one thing with it. Like, Comfy is a thorn in his side.
Comfy the God.
Okay, no. That's Beware the God, but that's another story for another time.
I know you didn't just say that.
Yes, I dang well did. Going into our 6th game of the week, we do have the New York Noibats versus the Victorian Shadows. So Mewtwo fan Nate for the Noibats and Necrostevo for the Shadows. Now, Nate, I'd say something about how well Naganadel counters a Xerneas, but it'd have to be Scarf to do that, because Scarf Xerneas does so much work to you. And Necro's team is very good against Scarf Poison Sludge Wave mods like Lando T, Mega Zardax, and even Hydreigon. Like, if Nate wins this game, it will be Mega Gyarados along with Terrakion, claiming all 6 kills.
Well, and Nate's Fairy-type switch-in isn't really even a switch-in at all, because Xerneas gets Thunder and Thunderbolt. So, you know.
But yeah, now Necro, fear the deer. Xerneas is a beast in this game. Like, it runs trained, and it's scary. Like, with just basic coverage plus Moonblast, like Bolt Beam, Moonblast, and then you get rid of the Zard X, like, well, no, wait. Like, wait a second here. No, Zard X helps you out. I misread my note. It is a nice slight check to help check Arcanine and Scarf Naganadel. So, Megazord X, another bulky, another weak. We could see it. But yeah, there's too much deer to not fear.
Seismitoad switches into the Zard X every time, however, so I feel like if Necro can get that switch right, though, I mean, he should be fine. I really don't think...
I feel like Megazord X this week carries Grass Knot just for the Seismitoad. Like, I feel like that's an easy bring.
I swear, if I see Grass Knot Charizard X, I'm going to lose my mind. Does it even get Grass Knot?
I think it does.
And does it?
Well, time to check, just to be safe. Little live action, just double checking here quick, so don't mind me while I make sure this Charizard doesn't get Grass Knot.
I kind of secretly hope that it doesn't, so that you look silly.
Well, I'll tell you what.
HP Grass.
It gets Solar Beam.
What good does that...
It gets Solar Beam.
But what good does that do on a Charizard?
You ever seen Sunny Day DD Solar Beam?
If Necro brings that, I will personally send you $20.
Wait, for real?
I will pay you $20 if he actually brings that. It's on a video. I don't know what you're typing. And don't be
exactly.
Don't be messaging Steve-O right now. That's not fair.
I'll show you my DMs after the video recording. Anyway.
I mean, you guys heard it here. I will pay Sock $20 if Necro Steve-O brings that Charizard X.
Hell yeah. Please, luck be with me. But for real, I have to go with Necro this game just because Megazord X plus Xerneas does so much work.
Yeah. I can't bet against the deer. I really can't.
Nah, fear the deer just like Giannis Antetokounmpo. But, next game.
Yeah.
This is the San Diego Chimchargers versus the Pittsburgh Pichus. Lord Envy versus Numb Nexus. Now, Envy. Lugia puts in a lot of pressure on Celesteela and Primarina to try to break through. But, like, Umbreon and Giratina help you so much that it stops it in its tracks before it can even start going. Like, Envy can literally, you can just out-bulk you this game. We know Mega Dancy's come just to check Zygarde Dad for him. But, like, Envy could just run the bulkiest team we've ever seen.
I mean, we saw it last week. He just he just recycled up, for 18 turns against Leo. I mean...
that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, fun is not the word that I would have used. But, Envy did what he had to do to get a win, so... I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it again, though, because looking at Nexus's team versus Envy's team, I don't really see a whole lot of hyper offensive chances, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I feel like Nexus's team is a little more offensive than Envy's, but I just feel like the Giratina can be a problem. Lugia can definitely be a problem. If Nexus can keep that multi-scale broken on Lugia, I don't think it's that much of an issue for him at that point, but he does have to watch out for the muck. Envy will use that muck to its full potential every time.
Yeah, if you can get rid of Muck, Mimikyu can go a long way in this game. Mimikyu can be your win condition, and like Buzzwole can be really helpful tonight to break for you, to kind of get everything whittled down so Mimikyu can come on in on a safe switch, SD up, and just win. Yeah. If you can keep rocks up, it literally just could be a wrap.
Yeah, I think Nexus has a chance to win this game, but I do like Envy's transactions that he made that are now legal for this week that he spoiled 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, way to go, Austin. At least you didn't spoil the movie.
Hey.
If you would have spoiled the movie, I would have killed you.
I just saw that last night, so.
Oh, it's such a good movie. Anyway, let's get into our last game. Our last game is the Miami Donfans versus the Montreal Capzules, which is Kyle A on the Donfans side and Aster J on the Capzules side. Yep. Now, I'll take Aster. Now, Mega Mall can easily show why it's ban-worthy again in most leagues in this game, because Kyle loses to it fairly easily, along with like trying to keep pressure on your Lunala. Like, those two mons can just run through. Yeah. As long as you keep Shadow Shield around, things like Blaziken are just going to be at bay, and you can just click buttons.
I really need to see a decent Blaziken set. I don't want to say decent. I want to take that back. I want to see a very good Blaziken set. that can pretty much beat anything that Aster might want to bring, because Blaziken looks so good in this game. It really does. I'm stuttering a little bit, but it just beats down a good 80% of Aster's team. I'm pretty sure Blaziken gets Thunder Punched, so Rotom Wash isn't even a switch in.
It does. However, Rotom Wash is a very defensive boy.
That is true. That is a very defensive boy. However, Zygarde 50% is sitting right there with the most broken move in the game.
That is a Zeissneck.
Yeah, but Kyle's been bringing the shiny one. I ain't a fan of the shiny Zygarde.
Huh? You don't like brushing your teeth?
Wow, you're not going to call me out like that.
Bruh, you gotta use that Colgate, though. Not sponsored.
I ain't using no Colgate Snake. No, sir. No, sir. In all reality, though, Blaziken does amazing work in this game. Klefki, can set screens up for Kyle, make sure that he can't take a bunch of damage, and even Greninja. Greninja does an amazing job here too. I suspect Scarf Greninja.
Yeah, I think there's a Scarf Frog in the future of this game. However, Scarf Froggy. However, there's a lot of things on Kyle's team that can go well. Like, Thundurus is really cool if he can get rid of Nidoqueen. He can throw out a lot. He can throw out more Thunderbolts than Zeus, dude. It's crazy.
He's just gonna.
But Tyranitar is a pain in your side if he's like Assault Vest, because that literally could just stop Greninja. Protein Greninja's cool until he runs into an Assault Vest T-Tar.
Well, don't forget that Greninja does get Low Kick.
Yeah, that Low Kick's not killing.
I don't know, man. That's a
stab. It depends on the set. It depends on the set.
Yeah, but I'm the only one that picked Kyle this week. I'm going with Kyle just because I love Blaziken's matchup in this game.
Yeah, Mega Mawile and Lunala put so much pressure on his team. Plus, Nidoqueen's a really great stop to Thundurus, and Tyranitar's really nice, too, against, some of his better Spadefmons. He has to try to keep Celebi around, otherwise Cobalion can straight win.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, there's so many things in this game that are so many X's and Y's. It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a very good game. I think, I'm going to call this one my game of the week. This is my game of the week.
Okay. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for us today, guys. If you guys want to join on the fan Discord and make your picks, be sure to join in on the fan Discord. Link is always down below. You guys can get on in. You can claim your favorite team. You guys can get notified whenever the videos go live, because YouTube sub boxes are great.
Man,
I'm not wrong.
I'm not even going to talk about it.
But yeah. You'll get notified whenever those videos go live. You also can get notified whenever our picks go live by getting the GBA type people roll. You guys can know when the Pickem start, when our videos go up for the GBA channel. But yeah, join the fan Discord down below. Come see us, say hello.
That's pretty.
And as always, I love reading your guys' picks down below. Let us know.
Yes.
Do you have any last words, Austin?
No, I'm pretty good. I think I got all I needed to say.
Alright, with that, we are going to get on air today, guys. Thank you all very much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Pickems. We're going to try to be back next week, again, full strength, just like hockey. We're going to get on out of here today, guys. Peace out, Scouts.
Bye, guys.